What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a laid-back analysis of APDO's most recent account called Naced on the Korean server. He did his placements, went 10-0, got placed Gold 5, which is 2.5 weeks ago when he got this account. Right now he's sitting at Diamond 4 with 67 wins and 5 losses, which is a 93% win rate. Just an insane win rate, and as most of you guys know, I religiously follow APDO. I like to watch all of his streams, all of his VODs, just because I think he's the best player in the world in solo queue, and I just learned so much from watching his gameplay. So right now he has 2 champions he spams. Take note, because I reckon you can do this in your gameplay as well. You find 2 champions in each meta, each patch, sorry, and you just spam them, okay? So right now he's doing Kassadin, Twisted Fate. Previously he was doing Corki, Twisted Fate, and last season when he got rank 1, he was doing Twisted Fate and Victor. So right now he's doing a lot of Kassadin spam, and it's pretty new to him. Pretty unique. His gameplay is so insane, and I'm going to be watching one of his games today where he just absolutely popped off. So just first, I'm going to break down his runes and masteries. Getting into his runes, this is the most common rune page he's been running. 9 magic pen reds. And his rune and mastery pages are always a little bit unique to him. So he's got 9 magic pen reds, 5 scaling health yellows, with 2 armor yellows and 2 scaling armor yellows, sorry. Then he's got 3 magic, just flat magic resist blues with 6 flat ability power blues. And then just rounding it off, he's got 3 ability power quints. It's a really good early game. He's got that AP for the early game, and it works out really well for him, really nice. The reason he uses those armor runes is mainly because when you take aggro for minions, if you're going a little bit aggressive, it's going to negate a lot of those minion hits. Next up, going into his masteries, which is so unique. When I saw him doing this, I thought it was a mistake, and then he continuously did it. I've tried it out myself, and it actually seems pretty broken. So just in the ferocity tree, obviously going the Deathfire Touch. Nothing special here, but then he goes into the resolve tree, which is weird because I was always going and cutting on my champions such as Kassadin. So he goes for that fearless, guys. He goes for fearless. Gain 10% plus 1.5 per level bonus armor and magic resist when damaged by an enemy. It just means that your early game is so safe. Nobody can poke you out. It really helps out. And I guess lastly, he always goes teleport, guys. It's just always teleport. So that's about it for his account, so let's get into the gameplay, okay? Alright, getting into game, guys. He started with a Dark Seal and a Refillable. Probably the 2 most efficient starting items you can go because Refillable just charges up. And obviously being APDO, he's going to get a lot of kills, and the Dark Seal is going to be really efficient. Also popping in a cheeky mute all IC, which I like to see. I like to do that in my own games. And yeah, let's get into it, I guess. He's got 40 AP, which is coming from his runes and the Dark Seal. 40 AP is actually really aggressive, and it's going to allow his Qs to do a lot of damage in the early game. So I'm just going to see how he starts off. Usually in a Kassadin lane, I just like to, because you have no mobility or escapes, I usually just like to let the wave push to me and just freeze it near my tower. I know APDO is really, I guess he's pretty well known for just getting a freeze on and denying creeps, so I expect him to do that. Obviously the 9 ping is going to help him a lot in Korea. Starts off with a Q, doesn't auto any of the minions, just letting it push into him. Smart. You don't want to be autoing the creeps here, it's just going to be pushing the wave for no reason. Gets the Q poke off, saves his auto for the misses one, oh that's fucking tilting, missing 2 minions there. It doesn't really matter because you want to last hit them so the wave doesn't push. I don't expect he uses the Q for CS, he should just use it for the trading. Yep, goes in for the creep. Watching that creep there. He's just taking the early game slow. I think you can do this on pretty much any champion, guys. Unless you have a really hard push, like on an Echo or something. You shouldn't really hard push early. I don't think, you don't benefit from it much, and you just exploit yourself to ganks. Gets that W second. W second really helps you CSing on a tower as well. Helps you last hit creeps, and you just should spam it because it's manaless and you get mana back. So so there you go. Just the auto W, because W is an auto attack reset. Helps you CS a lot. First blood goes to the other team. Every single time getting that Q off when it's on cooldown. Making sure to never use it for CS. See a lot of Kassadin players using Q to CS from long range, but always just your auto attacks and your W. You get a little bit extra range with your W. Takes a little bit of poke there. Still just letting it sit there. On Kassadin, it's really beneficial to have this freeze on because you can't get ganked and you have no mobility, especially against a Nocturne. He can just flash on you and you're pretty much dead. So he just holds the freeze. He knows he can CS under tower pretty well. I doubt he's going to miss many of these. Under tower, gets that. Nice. So Oriana into Kassadin, like Oriana should stop the Kassadin. So he's just going to give up these couple CS. That's smart. He's just giving the CS up. Misses that one, unfortunately. He's just giving those CS because those 2 CS means he's going to take an extra probably like 100, 150 health, which is going to make the laning phase too hard for him. So he just gives the CS and just he's happy with the lane where it's at. So looking at the minion wave right now, that's going to push to the Oriana unless Oriana tries to hard shove it. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. He's starting to auto the creeps, getting a push on. So right now, looking at this wave, I would usually just go for the hard push. It's going to push into the tower anyway. And you have TP, so you're going to want to try and use that. He knows the jungler's top side. Hugging is... Okay, he knows where the jungle is. He can do whatever he wants now. All he's got to do is care about the bot, but you can see the map. Misses that cannon wave, but he just wants to get this in and get the TP, I guess. He stays. He's going to push one more wave because he knows where everybody is on the map right now. There's no harm in him overstaying right now and getting some poke and harass off. Him and Oriana are even on CS, make note. He's just going to keep on trying to get it into tower, get some poke off because... So the thing is right now, he has TP and Oriana doesn't. So the more poke he gets off and then TP's back to lane, he's just going to benefit from it so much. Okay, right now it's really dangerous. The wave's in a horrible spot for him right now. He sees Nocturne, great ward. He's not going to back off entirely. He wants to he's going to want to try and keep the Nocturne kind of interested and just waste his time. So he's happy with that because Eve gets an invade on, gets to take away his chickens. And now Oriana's gone for a quick back because he knows he's got TP. Now he's gonna... So right now, the minion wave's pushing to him, so he's not gonna try and hard push this. He's gonna let the enemy minion wave just deny all those minions from the Oriana, okay? So he gets it back on here with the negative minion wave, meaning that if it's just left and no one touches it, it's gonna push into his tower, meaning all of his minions are gonna die, which means Oriana's just gonna get denied a lot of creeps. TP straight back with the catalyst. If he didn't have enough for the catalyst, he would have went for the blasting one, make note. Doesn't get a pink ward, can't afford it. No, wait, does, sorry, he does get a pink ward. It's going to be interesting to see where he places that and how he does it. Still just lets the wave slowly push in and denies these creeps, okay? Getting the Q harass off whenever he can. Level 6 now, uses it straight away. Gets the poke off. Still has a good minion wave. The minion wave is sitting in a perfect spot. Denies that creep there. He's just going to continuously do this, I'm guessing, until he has a really good farm advantage. He already has a CS advantage because of the TP. He's a really lane dominant player, APDO. Really lane dominant. Always looking for any lead he can get in the lane. Whether it be XP or CS, always looking for it. So Eve's got him a pink ward on the bot side. Looks for that good trade. He misses a couple, but she's missing the XP, which is even worse. Nocturne's mid. He can't contest that. Bot lane's dead again. Looks for more poke. Maybe trying to set up a kill. He does have catalyst and not blasting though, so he has a little bit less damage. Okay, he's going for a hard shove. He's going for a hard shove here. The wave is going to push to her anyway, so he just says, fuck this, I'm going to hard push. Misses a lot of creeps. He wants the blue buff, maybe. Yeah. He's going to sweep around for the blue buff. As soon as he gets that blue buff, it's just harass, and try and maybe deny their blue. He's put a ping out on their blue, saying Nocturne's probably going to try to hand it off to the Oriana in a second. Alright, so they're on their blue right now. He definitely knows, he pinged it. Interesting use of ultimate. He uses an ult on cooldown almost, like whenever it's available. That's one thing, yeah, okay. So he just uses his ult whenever he can, really. That 200 mana ult, I would usually say that, but I guess he just says, fuck it, I've got blue buff, I'm just gonna just use it, okay. Takes a little creep away from Nocturne, denies that. See those any little advantage he can get, he does, you know? Taking that means hardly anything, but just on the small scale of things, it's going to help out.
吃这个的话，它能到6吗？还没有到6。
He copped the mini wave there, so now it's going to push to her. So what's he going to do? But on Kassadin now, he can just do whatever he wants. Because he has so many escapes, he can play it however the fuck he wants. No ignite though, so a little bit hard for kill pressure. Okay, so he's just poking and harassing us. Whenever he can, he pokes and harasses. He has no idea where Nocturne is. I think Nocturne was pretty close to 6 as well. He's not too fast. He's got his flash. He's getting pinged out, looking for more poke off. Alright, so Nocturne's sitting around, maybe looking for a gank mid. I think he's level 6 looking for mid. APDO knows this. He talks a lot, APDO, about getting the jungler to come to your lane but not dying to them. To make them waste time while your jungler gets ganks off or gets farm leads. So he's just going to hover around. He's happy that Nocturne's here. Get some poke off. He'll get it back in now for maybe he wants to stay for the Rod. He's 150 away from Rod of the Ages. See, like more poke off like that on the Nocturne. Just pissing the Nocturne off, making him a little bit lower off the clears, so maybe he can't gank afterwards. Really smart there. Okay, he's using his ult. He's looking for the back here. He's got Rod. He'll go straight Rod of the Ages at 9 minutes. Nice, beautiful. He's got a 30 CS lead already. 15 CS is about a kill, guys. So that's 2 kills in CS he's already accumulated. Also, almost a full level advantage. One thing that I've noticed a lot is APDO doesn't really... He plays lane as efficient as possible, okay? So he doesn't play it stupidly aggressive where he can die. He rarely dies early. But getting kills early, especially on Kassadin, don't happen that often. He just tried to deny the CS, set himself up for kills around about now. He'll start looking for some solo kills. He'll look to get some poke off and then look for a solo kill. Making sure this doesn't hit tower. Maybe could have just got a freeze on there to deny, but I guess he's happy just hard pushing now. He's ordering the wave, so it suggests he just wants the hard push. There's no, like, you don't order the wave unless you want to push it. So he's just going to keep looking for alt Qs into E's, I'm guessing, and just looking to poke her down and whittle her away before he can get a kill on her. But he might just be saving it because he doesn't know where the Nocturne is. 103 CS at 11. It's pretty strong CSing. Nocturne ult, probably going bot, yep. He's got TP, he's looking to... Okay, he's looking for more poke. Now he can play as aggressive as he wants because there's no Nocturne ult. Get back to lane, get more poke off. Alright, so his playstyle at Kassadin is more of a... It's just a harass champion, and then after level 6, you just slowly poke them away and then eventually look for a kill. It's impossible, because it's almost impossible to be out-traded on Kassadin level 6, because you have so many movement abilities where you can dodge stuff out. 33 CS lead at the moment, slowly building up. I know on like Kassadin, Twisted Fate, he likes to get into these side lanes pretty early, so I'll be interested to see if he ever does get into a side lane. Although getting into a side lane now is not worth it, just because of how strong the Jhin is and the Darius. He can be chased down by both. He's happy just to sit in mid. He's looking... The enemy team is pretty far ahead right now. Give that one up. He might be looking for... Yep, he's going to try and stop the recall. And if he just holds those 3 minions there, it's going to get a freeze on. Denies it. See if he autos... He has 2 extra minions, 2 extra red minions there. So it's going to push back to him and deny that creep wave. If he keeps her there, she misses all the creeps. So he knows that she has to either move up to get the creeps, or she moves back and gets denied everything. There we go. So now, right now he's just going to push it and look to get a little bit more poke off and maybe a kill. Blue buff's up though, so he could be looking for a push to the blue. Still no kills yet. No kills. But even though he hasn't got any kills, guys, you can feel the pressure, you know? He pressured the Nocturne, He's pressuring his lane in. He's just making a presence on the map without actually making a presence. Going for a kill here on the knock. He should be able to get that. He's going to wait for his cooldowns. Bad flash by Nocturne. I don't think he won't go. He won't chase for that kill because he doesn't know where Darius is. You'll notice APDO never makes risky 50-50 decisions, guys. He always makes them like probably like 95% confident that if this decision that he's making is going to work out for him. Like you'll see, like I myself, I go for risky plays sometimes, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and it costs me games. He never makes those calls. Sometimes I make a risky play and it works, it wins the game, but the other half of the time it doesn't, and I lose the game from it. So he just makes sure that those scenarios never happen. He never goes for them. Definitely an interesting player to watch. You can just learn so much. He has like the best like macro knowledge, I think, in solo queue of anyone. He always knows his win condition. So now he's just taking red side control, gets the blue buff. He's got no pink wards. He probably wants to get it back off soon to get a pink and start going for that Lich Bane. Might go for it here. He does have TP. He might look for a push and then the base. Cheeky blast coming over. What's he do? He has to go for a hard push. He's sitting on 1500. It's quite a lot. He wants to contest that pink ward. Just making sure Nocturne's always tracked it every time. Nocturne's one of those champions, similar like to Eve, where if you know where he is, you can play as aggressive as you want, like bot lane can now. See how he's creating pressure right now by not getting kills? He's just keeping 2 people at mid, and that's just time, you know? That's time for Eve to go bot lane and try and get them ahead. He might look for a counter TP here. Okay, he's going to try and stop the Nocturne from going bot. He's 2v1ing right now. Okay, he doesn't want to commit. Yeah, tough game. He's going to commit. He should get this. Would be a free kill for him. Maybe even a double. Double kill. Very nice. Very nice. So he's just slowly getting kills by keeping, like right there, the amount of zone he did for just 2 members. He 2v1 zoned that and just waited for the Nautilus to clean it up. So even though Darius seems to be shitting on the Nautilus and then the enemy team seems to be making better moves, APDO is just keeping control of the mid lane, keeping control of his area. He's doing his job. He plays the game perfectly. It doesn't matter. He'll never go for these 50-50 calls like I was saying. He'll just stay true to his playstyle and he'll just play it out. Win or lose. So he's going for the hourglass here. Okay. That is very interesting. Because usually, from the Kassadin games I've usually been watching, he's going straight Abyssal into Lich Bane. But right now, Hourglass makes so much sense, okay? So the Orianna ult, he dodges Orianna with Hourglass. Nocturne ult, dodges it. Darius ult, dodges it. It's a really good item choice, especially with their only threats are melee, like Jhin is melee attack damage. I wonder, it'd be interesting to see if he opts for the Ninja Tabi rather than the Merc Treads. Although Merc Treads might help with the Nocturne and Jhin stuns. Nice. Might be seeing him get into a side lane right now. 17 minutes, usually gonna hit side lane. He's trying to save his TP here. Probably a double kill for Darius. APDO will clean it up, get the shutdown. Start his snowball, I guess. Double buffs. He wants to save that mid lane. That mid lane tower's so precious to him, he would never let it drop. Go, 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 go. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. He doesn't want it. He does not want that to drop. Poor guy. Alright, so he moves back in. He's getting very frustrated with his team here. You can tell. He's just playing it so slow. There we go, there we go. Gets the shutdown on Jhin. Just plays it slow, doesn't know where the Darius is. He's scared of the Darius, there's no point committing here. Does have the Hourglass to dodge out any abilities. He probably wants that side lane farm. Here comes the Darius. Also, no, he doesn't smart cast abilities, which is just so strange to me. I don't know how the fuck he does it. Wants that side lane farm, I knew it. Always likes to get that side lane. Gets his CS up about 10 per minute. He's, oh my god, good play. He's going to hand it off to the MF because how far behind she is. Good guy, APDO. I probably would have just taken that and said, get out of my way, I'm going to carry. But he sees the game as a whole, you know. He probably sees, you know, MF needs to have a couple of items to do a little bit of damage to help me out. He needs at least one member on that team to kind of help him out. He can't carry it on his own. 180 CS at 19. I'll have a look at the scoreboard when he gets it up next. Okay, so he's got a 50 CS lead. 60. 60 now. Orianna's going to find it hard to get farm from here on out because it's either she goes to a side lane and APDO fucks her up, or she just gives up mid lane farm to Jhin. This is a dangerous point. He's just playing it slow. He's playing slowly. He doesn't have enough mana. Good Orianna ult, but she's just useless, you know. Look how useless she's so useless. The mid lane difference is making this game, making it a winnable game. It's only Air Drake, so he probably doesn't give a fuck. He wants that top lane farm. Goes for the Mercs. Goes for the Wisp as well for the movement speed rather than the blasting. Interesting. He does that in Twisted Fate. Rather than the blasting, just for the 10% movement speed, it's pretty beneficial. Helps you out, especially in a side lane where you have to expect that you're going to be chased a lot or you're going to be going in and out of vision to make yourself a nuisance. He knows Nocturne's bot lane. What's he do? I wonder. He's probably just wondering who's going to try and match him. It has to be the Darius. No one else can match him. And looking at items, he can probably slowly kill the Darius as well. Get some poke off. He can just play this really slow, get the poke off, and then go for the kill. He's opting to just get Baron vision control, get the scuttle. No, he's going down for the blue. That's what he's doing. He might get the blue and swap out for a bot lane split. Always around like 20 minutes onwards, APDO's in a side lane, guys. He's getting that farm in a side lane. He's not really sitting in the mid lane because he has TP. He wants this to be a threat. Wants to drag like 2-3 members off to the bot lane while his team gets advantages elsewhere. Does that on TF as well. On Corki, does it on everyone. Zed. So watch this. Now he's just going to drag members across. Slowly get this tower down. Usually he has Lich Bane by this point, and he's just getting he's getting this tower way quicker. Q ult. It's only 50 mana for the first ult. Also, one thing that I've noticed is he doesn't upgrade to the far side, the blue trinket. Always stays with the yellow. Mainly because you can't clear yellows, and everyone's just aware of how to clear blues. It's pretty obvious now where you're gonna place them. Especially when you're splitting, it's good to have. You always got to have a ward out. All right, so he knows Nocturne's there. Did he use F keys there to get the? Did he use F keys to get to know where Nocturne is? Because if you toggle F keys, you can see where the Nocturne ult goes through. Looking for a 2v1 here. Eve's coming up, cleans this up. He's trying to get the Lulu out. Turn on him. Jin's dead as well. Double kill. Perfect. Now what can you do about the Darius? They can win this fight. What's he looking? He's looking for a bit of a slow. Alright, he plays that super slow. Goes for the Ori. He's gonna get the tower. No, he's gonna go back bot lane, I guess. Go back bot lane to try and get the tower. He knows Nord's top. Doesn't want to fuck around mid. Doesn't want to get anything. Doesn't want anything bad to happen mid. Doesn't want Darius to get a double or something. Because Darius does have a lot of damage. Fucking hate Darius's, man. Always surprising amount of damage from that champion. Pushes with his ult. Making sure he always has enough for a couple more for the escape. 230 CS at 24 minutes. 6 kills and 4 assists, sorry. He's got enough for Lich Bane now. He'll back and get the Lich Bane. There's no point, like, looking at the map, he'll just keep splitting bot lane. There's no point for him to be anywhere else unless he's just catching waves. Let's see where he goes. Yep. He'll go down bot, try and get that tower, and then he'll probably try and get some vision through the red side. Usually at this point, I like to sell the refillable for a pink ward, but he just likes to hold onto it for a bit. A little bit more sustain, but a little bit less vision. If I was him, I would have sold the refillable to get a pink, put it up in that tri-bush. It's gonna help him out for his split push a bit. Most players would have changed out his trinket by now, but he hasn't. He keeps it, gets the ward there instead. That's why he doesn't need a pink ward. It makes sense. Look at all the members bot, guys. He's just drawing them all out. He does not give a single fuck right now. He doesn't give a fuck. Look at that pressure. 1v4. That is exactly what he wants when he goes to the side lanes, okay? He gets all their ultimates, he gets fucking everything, and he doesn't die. Nautilus is getting advantage, his whole team's getting advantage, getting river control. He'll head back bot. Played a little bit safer now, you'd think, because he doesn't have his ult. But Nocturne has no ult, so he can do whatever he wants. Plays it slow, he doesn't really know who's in that bush there. Alright, so now that he sees the map, he's just he'll play up and aggressive. Stacking his ultimate a bit. Still playing safe, doesn't really want to hard commit. Jin's playing pretty aggressive for if he was just solo. Dragon's up soon. I didn't get to catch what dragon that was. They're looking for a bot lane dive if anyone contests it. Jin has to give it. Probably get the bot lane. He'll send his team to dragon while he stays bot. He likes to just draw the pressure and just keep up the advantage in CS. Yep, he'll stay. Get his yellow out. More damage on that tower. He's just gonna slowly grab. He's gonna slowly win this game by just getting the pressure out. Nobody can deal with him at the moment in the split push. And this is exactly how you play a split push, guys. You play it slow, and you just make sure that the enemy team knows you're there and always has it in the back of their mind that they have to respond to you. Just makes their gameplay a little bit different. So he's gonna go mid here. Jin's hard pushing it. It's quite a big wave. Might look for a pick here. I don't think Nautilus had to TP, and it gets cancelled anyway. He's looking to chase the Jin down. I wonder if he'll get him. Yep. Very nice, very smart. There's only a couple of places where Jin could have went, but he guessed it. And now he has the TP to flank if he needs to. Because Jin is one of their most fed members. Jin has 4 of their kills. Comes in, cleans this fight up. This game's done. This game's over. He's just too much pressure on the map. He's drawn too many members to him. He literally like 1v2'd mid and jungle for most of this game. That's how he won the game. He pretty much made it so it was a 5v4. Made Nocturne almost irrelevant. Slowly gets tower down. You'd have to think his next item would be Usually it'd be a void staff. They've got a bit of MR. They haven't got that much, but they've got a bit. Probably a smarter buy. Alright, he's just hit 10 CS per minute at 28 minutes. 904. Ooh, will he get it? Jesus fucking Christ. 10-0. Beautiful. Just absolutely smashes Jin. What's he gonna go? He's gonna go straight death cap, it looks like. He's gonna stay for the death cap. Fair enough. He says, fuck this shit, I just want to blow up the Jin. I don't care about Darius. $3,700. He just pieces the fuck out. Says, not today, mate. I'm gonna back and get my death cap, and then I'm gonna look to end the game. His team right now should not be extended. Definitely pissed me off if my team got aced while I had 38k in the bank. His team still wins. Must have been that early MF farm he gave. Kind guy. Flash is up in 30 seconds. Big bot wave coming in. He's gonna look for... He might just look for a team fight here because he knows how strong he is. He can't be bot because he doesn't have TP, so he's just gonna hover around the objective but not be quite there. Just like splitting the map. He's just gonna go ham. Maybe looking to dodge it out. Beautiful. Oh, holy mother of God. Oh, he goes down. That's so unfortunate. Holy shit, that was a 1v3. So you can just see why he wins so many games. He's pretty much the equivalent of 3 members on his team. Pretty much like an 8v5. Like, it's just not even an 8v5, a 5v2, really. Because he can just handle them all. Doesn't go for the Medjar. Going for the Void stuff last. So this game's just pretty much over right now. He's just gonna slowly, doesn't matter what they do in a team fight, he's just gonna like absolutely destroy everybody. Might just fast forward it a little bit to the next fight. So he's walking straight down, looking to get in the side lane again, guys. He has TP up in 60, so he can't be too. Yeah, they've started the Baron, so he can't commit bot lane too hard. Looks for a flank. He's just going to stop it. He knows they're off of it. He's going to push the wave. He knows this game is over as long as he plays it right. Goes back bot. He wants that bot wave pushing in. He wants to draw them away from the objective. Always split. If the Baron's up, always split opposite the Baron. You want people chasing you so your team can get the Baron. So like 3-4 people commit from bot, your team gets a free Baron. And if you die for a Baron, it's worth it, because when you spawn, your team still has Baron, then you can go for the siege. You lose nothing for it, except for your life. So right now, he's kind of hoping his team does the Baron, but they're not doing it. They're looking for... The team could do the Baron right now. They shouldn't be grouping on him, so he's pinging the objective saying, get away from me. Get the objectives while I draw all the pressure. This is one of the things in lower elos. It really does suck that people don't understand what a split push does. So this may not work. It will obviously work, but like when you're playing in lower elos, just realize when you're split pushing, your team doesn't understand the split push. They won't get it. So sometimes you might just have to group, because when you split, they might all try and follow you. And you've got to literally just type in the chat, pressure other side of map when I split, have TP, or just say something along those lines, just so your team kind of knows what's up. Like APDO's, he's muted all just because he knows he doesn't really have to talk to these people. This is just a diamond game. It's not too low, not too high. He wants his team to do Baron. I've got a Jin ult on him. He's just running away. Dodges a couple of Jin ults. He can definitely look for the turn. He's got flash. He could just flash ult on her and kill her. I haven't seen him do the flash ult mechanic yet. I know he can do it. I've seen him do it. He might be looking for a TP. Doesn't need to. He might go. He's going to go for this kill. Yep. Game over. Cassidy in late game, absolute mayhem. Level 18. He can kill. APDO? APDO? He went for the flash ult. So your ult and you flash. So your ult first. Learn to fucking speak, Drew. You ult first, then you flash like straight away after the ult, and you'll come out at flash range. Like you'll ult after the flash range, so you get the extra distance and surprise. What's he gonna do? Get all the towers and end the game, I assume. There's really not much more to talk about this, guys. We did die. What happened there? Okay, so he's hard committed for the inhib. Hard committed for the inhib. 15 to 2. Alright, he's up in 10. Let's see what he does here. This is actually pretty risky for him. His team could fuck this up. MF does get the kill. That's a double. Darius looking to go ham, but at this point, just too tanky. Where's he gonna run? He's gonna get the blue buff. Then he'll go top lane. Hopefully his team gets the Baron. He's gonna go for the red buff. Alright, his team doesn't. Yep, they're just gonna go for the straight end here. What's his ult at? He's got his ult stacked up. He's gonna wait for it to come down though. And that's it, guys. He's gonna end the game here. So that's pretty much it. He played that game really smart and really slow. There was really nothing the enemy team could do against his gradual build-up, except for end the game before he got to that point. So hopefully you guys can take something from this. I know I have. And I guess you can even just copy this in your own gameplay if you want. It's going to be really easy to do. It's casted in, it's pretty broken. So yeah, catch you next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in.